This tutorial will show you how to use Excel to keep track of your collections budget. When you first open up Excel, you're going to see a number of tabs at the bottom. The first set of tabs that you see represent the Dewey range. The tabs after that represent collections that fall outside of the Dewey range, such as adult fiction, adult graphic novels, and audiobooks. So if you're ordering for a Dewey range and want to know what your budget is, all you have to do is click on the tab, and your budget will come up. If you're ordering a different type of collection, such as young adult fiction, and want to get to that tab and it's all the way to the right and you can't see it, you can get to it by going to the lower left-hand corner if you're following my arrow. See right here? And then you want to click on the arrow that's facing right, and that is going to move the tabs, and you can get to your young adult fiction tab. So now that you know your budget, and you've gotten to your tab, you're going to want to input data that you get from Baker & Taylor. So I order for the 600s, and I'm going to go back to my tab. You'll see I'm using the arrow button in the lower left-hand corner to get back to the Dewey ranges, and I'm going to click on 600. So here's my budget, but you notice the screen is a little large. So I want to get a picture of all the information I see on the screen. In the lower right-hand corner, you're going to see a couple of things. There's a scroll bar right here that lets you scroll back and forth. Woo, don't get woozy. And underneath that is your zoom tool. So right now it's at 110%, and that's why everything is so large. So I'm going to minimize this and press the minus sign to get the full picture of my budget. So you can see here I have all the information that I need. And so at any time, if you want to get up and close with your data, really personal, you can zoom in and zoom out and then use your scroll bar to go back and forth. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit more, and we're going to talk about the information that you see on the screen. So in column A here, it's the order date. So these are the dates that you are going to send Karen your Baker & Taylor cards. The next column you see is number of titles. Number of titles is how many titles you are ordering, and that information you're going to find in Baker & Taylor. Column C is total quantity, the total number of books that you're ordering. So you may be ordering 10 titles, but you're ordering 14 books. So what that means is you may be ordering books for Maine, extra books for Maine, books for Mays, or books for Dole. Column D has total estimate net price amount. This is the discounted price that we get from Baker & Taylor that you want to input into this column. The next column is the total processing cost, which is 65 cents per an item that you purchase. You don't have to worry about this column, because once you put in the information in column D, this number will automatically pop up, which is really nice because Excel does the math for you, which I love. Column F is the total cost. So total cost means that it's adding the total estimate net price amount plus the total process cost. So this means that it's adding column D and column E together to get you the total cost. Column G has a monthly spending target. Now this is ideal. We know that some months you're going to spend less, some months you're going to spend more, depending on what collection you're ordering for, and that's fine. Column H is a 2013 target remaining. So this is a countdown basically. So anytime you put in information in column F, it's going to affect the information in column H. So it's counting down till the end of the year. Column I is planned target remaining. So that means, of course, this is another ideal. It's counting down to the end of the year, which for us is in November. And the last one is column J, and this is notes. And notes are really important to put in because if you switch collections with someone, they can look at your data from this sheet and say, oh, you know, Michelle didn't order heavily in April because most of the business books come out in March. So you want to keep track of your notes. People may use them in the future. So now that we have an overview of what you can find on your budget sheet, we're going to go to the land of Baker & Taylor. So let's go there. I'm already logged in. And in case you didn't know, to get to your cart, sometimes Baker and Taylor will get you to the home page. This is what you'll see when you log in, but you always want to click on carts. And carts will give you a summary of what you have in your carts. So I am ready to send off Paladina 600. So it tells me that my cart is gridded. It tells me number of titles, total quantity, and total estimate price. And these are all the numbers that I need to input into my Excel sheet. So I have 15 titles, but the total quantity I'm ordering is 17. So I'm going to input that. So this order is for 220, which is for today. So 15 titles, but the total quantity is 17. And so now I have to get my total estimate price amount. And that is going to be $226.29. And notice what magically pops up, which I love Excel for. Your total processing cost for this cart is $11, so my total cost for this cart is $237, which means I have $14,000 plus more to spend for the end of the year. But notice my planned target remaining is $13,000. So I am under because I did not send a cart last time, and so everything is zero. So I can put a note to myself here, forgot to send cart, and that's the reason why I didn't order something last time. And what I want to do is save it. Always remember to save your work, because once you close Excel, your data is gone and you really want to keep track of your budget. So this is a quick and easy way to keep track of your budget. Excel does all the math, which I totally love Excel. And if you have any questions, you can contact me at any time or anyone in the collections group. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and I hope you have a great time spending money on collections. Thank you.